College Majors for 2030 by Steven Scesa.
Copyright 2025.
So, one of my close friends is off doing college campus tours this week, and another one just did this routine a few weeks ago. He has a child who graduates from high school in May 2026. I don't know what major they might be considering just yet, but I went ahead and asked ChatGPT what majors it might suggest, given how rapidly AI and robotics are advancing and already impacting recent college grads and grad school grads. By the time these kids graduate in May 2030, the lay of the land for starter jobs is going to be incredibly different than it is now. There's content on majors to focus on, as well as ones to avoid. Here's the raw responses from ChatGPT. Check it out. ChatGPT said, "That's a thoughtful question and one that more parents and mentors should be asking now, not 4 years from now. You're exactly right. By 2030, the job market will be fundamentally reshaped by AI, robotics, and automation, especially at the entry level. The safest bet isn't just to pick a hot major, but to focus on irreplaceable human value and complementary skill sets that AI can augment, not replace." Here are 7 major categories that could remain resilient and valuable in that future. 1. Human-centric fields that AI can't replicate easily. These focus on empathy, ethical reasoning, or physical presence, traits AI can't truly fake. Psychology and counseling, human development AI can offer generic advice, but real therapeutic relationships, especially in trauma or youth counseling, require human trust and presence. Combine this with AI tools for diagnostics, and it's a strong combo. Social work, archery, public health, disability services. These fields involve complex human variables and bureaucratic systems. AI won't be able to fully automate. Education, with AI fluency. Teachers will evolve into facilitators and mentors in AI-augmented classrooms or microschools. Education degrees with a tech-forward, adaptive learning focus could be future-proof. 2. STEM with a purpose, not just more coders. Ironically, many pure software jobs may become less safe as AI coding assistants get better, but some STEM disciplines will surge. Robotics/mechatronics engineering, hardware integration, sensor systems, and autonomous platforms are less likely to be commoditized than software alone. Biomedical engineering/neurotechnology, tightly linked to longevity, personalized medicine, and brain-computer interface work, fields that will define the next 50 years. Materials science/nanotech/clean energy systems. As we rebuild physical infrastructure for a new era, these majors could be as important as computer science was in the 1990s. 3rd, hybrid interdisciplinary majors. Programs that combine human judgment with data science or tech fluency will be gold. Computational social science/digital ethics/tech and society. These blend policy, psychology, and data science to help guide how AI is governed and implemented. Bioinformatics/computational biology, AI plus genetics, is one of the most transformative areas in healthcare and human enhancement. Design plus tech, e.g. human-computer interaction, UX design. As interfaces evolve, VR, AR, brain-machine, voice-first, design thinking will be in high demand. 4th, entrepreneurship and innovation. The best way to not get automated is to own the automation. Entrepreneurship, with real-world incubation. If paired with a program that actually funds and mentors students, this can build long-term career autonomy. Ideally, she'd graduate with a company, not just a resume. Product management/systems design/operations research people who can manage AI-augmented teams or supply chains will be in demand, especially in logistics, biotech, and health services. 5th, trade-aware, hands-on majors. White-collar job security is not guaranteed, but many hands-on or trade-adjacent paths are evolving up the value chain. Prosthetics/orthotics/rehabilitation technology. The human-tech interface will remain hands-on for decades. Construction tech/green architecture/environmental engineering physical world transformation will require deeply embedded real-world expertise. 6th, security, resilience, and crisis infrastructure. With a riskier global landscape and rising AI weaponization, we'll need professionals who can build, defend, and restore systems. Cybersecurity/cyberphysical security. An evergreen field, especially as critical infrastructure, vehicles, and homes become AI dependent. Disaster management/climate adaptation/urban resilience. Entire industries will form around managing risk in a volatile world. 7. Storytelling, strategy, and law, but adapted for the age. AI will write legal briefs and marketing drafts, but humans will still shape meaning, precedent, and vision. Narrative strategy/political communication/tech and law dual degree. The next generation of leaders must be fluent in both story and system. IP law/tech policy/constitutional law. If she has a sharp mind and long game instincts, shaping the legal infrastructure of AI is a powerful path. Final thoughts. Your friend's child doesn't need to outcode AI or chase the last hot buzzword. What they need is AI fluency in whatever field she chooses, an irreplaceable human angle, judgment, ethics, presence, empathy, a willingness to shape systems, not just work in them. If they're undecided, a double major or minor in something like AI ethics, data science, or design thinking could serve them well, layered onto a core major with long-term durability. You said, what majors should be avoided? ChatGPT said, great follow-up and equally important. Just as there are majors likely to thrive in an AI-driven world, there are also several that are increasingly risky, especially for students graduating in 2030. These fall into a few categories. Majors to avoid or approach with extreme caution by 2030. First, majors leading to easily automatable or obsolete jobs. These may have been safe in the past but are rapidly being eaten by AI, software, or offshoring. Journalism/broadcast media. Most news is already aggregated and rewritten by AI. Entry-level journalism jobs are disappearing, and large outlets are downsizing. The few elite positions are ultra-competitive and pay poorly unless you already have influence. General business administration. A vague major that doesn't signal any specialized skill. AI tools are automating reporting, forecasting, and even basic decision-making. Many middle management functions are being squeezed out. Accounting, traditional, not forensic or specialized. Routine tax prep, auditing, and bookkeeping are increasingly handled by AI and cloud software. Only highly specialized or fraud-focused roles have staying power. Paralegal studies/legal support services, generative AI can now draft contracts, briefs, and even predict outcomes. The entire legal support layer is shrinking. Law itself is also risky unless it's tech or IP-focused. Second, oversaturated humanities without a strategic add-on. These degrees can still be valuable, but not as standalone career paths anymore. English/literature/creative writing. The jobs just aren't there unless you want to teach, which itself is under stress, or become a novelist in an increasingly AI-saturated market. Philosophy/religious studies/anthropology. Interesting, but often require graduate degrees for viable employment, and even then, opportunities are limited to academia or niche research roles. These are good as minors or second majors if paired with tech, policy, or law. General history. Without digital archiving, data analysis, or educational outreach skills, it's hard to compete. AI is rapidly absorbing historical data interpretation and synthesis. Third, fields being transformed or dismantled by AI automation. Majors whose industries may shrink dramatically. Hospitality/tourism management. Hotels, restaurants, and entertainment are being restructured through automation, remote interfaces, and AI-guided personalization. Many roles will disappear or shift to logistics and back-end tech. Retail management/merchandising, brick-and-mortar retail is in permanent decline. Even online, AI handles inventory, trend forecasting, and customer service with increasing precision. Graphic design, traditional, Generative design tools like Midjourney, DALLE, Canva AI are making it hard to justify paying entry-level designers. The field isn't dead, but it's saturated and devalued unless paired with UX/UI, brand strategy, or motion design. 4. Education without future-proofing. Teaching is noble, but she should avoid early childhood/K to 12 education without tech fluency. Traditional classroom models are being upended by AI tutors, personalized platforms, and microschools. Teaching majors that don't include adaptability, tech integration, or entrepreneurship risk becoming obsolete. 5. Generic or default majors. These signal lack of direction to employers and often don't teach durable skills. General studies/interdisciplinary studies, unless customized well, unless crafted with clear intent and a forward-looking theme, e.g., tech ethics plus governance, these degrees can come off as unfocused. Communications, broad, often chosen by default, unless paired with marketing analytics, media production, or persuasive writing, it lacks market value. Final thought, it's not just the major, it's the ecosystem. Even risky majors can work if they build around them. Adds real-world experience, internships, apprenticeships, self-published projects. Pairs them with AI fluency or entrepreneurial drive. Pursues niches where human qualities still matter deeply. But if they choose a risky major and don't supplement it, they could graduate with tens of thousands in debt and no viable career path. About the author, Steven Scesa is a former CEO with a background in corporate law, healthcare services, and high-growth entrepreneurship. After recovering from a 6-year medical hiatus, he now writes about the intersection of artificial intelligence, longevity, and institutional disruption. He lives in West Palm Beach, Florida.